Hello,
Seriously.
hello, and welcome to Simulacra Studios presents Trinity Continuum Aeon ASIYAH. Hey, things look different, don't they? There's a reason for that. COVID is still happening. And in the interest of all of our well-being, and including some upcoming travel, we have decided to film remotely. But as soon as things like booster shots and other things are squared away, we will be back in the studio as soon as we can. But for now, deal with it. Including disappearing players. But anyway, I am your story guide, Scott. These are my wonderful players. All their information is in the screen in the show notes. When last we left our freelance scions, they had returned to terra firma, Earth, atmosphere, gravity, real thing, real food.
So
Um,
weird.
they had been weighing their options as they left Absolute Zero, the asteroid belt city, and eventually decided to go with one of Damian's contacts, who offered a weird job, something that they described as illegal in a whole new way. And that seemed to intrigue the group enough to decide to come to Earth, put the ASIYAH up in a dock that your fixture has provided for you, and come down on the Starlight. We all know it's a little Bobo. Um, and come to Pearl City. Pearl City is a city that is a member of the Oceania Nation. So it is a this in particular is a city that has both a part of itself above the water line and below. So it is sort of a traditional city in the fact that it is open air. It is also predominantly made of bioware, which, other than some places in South America, is a very new thing. So this is one of the very new, almost fully bioware cities in existence. It is based on a lot of coral biological templates. It's incredibly colorful, pearlescent. Um, when our scions landed, they did a whole lot of shopping, hence the more tropical sci-fi looks that people are rocking. And were eventually, had some street food that was cooked with an actual flame because the atmosphere wasn't controlled, and various other things. And eventually, we are going to come back to them as they, uh, with bags in hand, both luggage and things that they have purchased on the way, we come to the suite that has been provided for them. This suite is kind of on the edge of the city. It's at the water line, and it has both, so it has access to the open sky as well as underwater components that have these amazing views on both ends of the ocean and the sky, as well as the top part of the city, as well as under the water, with both the fish and some marine life, as well as like a pretty good view of like one side of the ocean part, the underside side of the city. It is a suite. It has private rooms for all of you. Amazing views, and yeah, it is a stark contrast to the ASIYAH because you are living in a BioWare house essentially, with living technology, which you all as Scions have sort of an inherent connection to because it runs off of psi. So what neutrals can have kind of a weird feeling about biotech housing, scions tend to not have a problem with that. But yeah, you guys have come in. It is evening time. Uh, you have a meeting set up on kind of a loose timeline with your fixer, Damian, to discuss the job and meet the clients. Although every time you check up on that situation changes.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
oh, you're gonna meet them. No, you might not meet them. Things are a little well. They've got a lot of fingers and a lot of pies, but you definitely have a meeting with your fixer in a few days.
Okay.
Um, so yeah, you guys settle in. It's been a long day. Uh, let's go around and see what do you guys do once you like settle into your temporary living spaces. Let's start with Asher.
Well, the first thing you would probably do is lean his head against the glass and look down for about 5 minutes and make himself dizzy.
Yeah.
Which, given his psionic state, it's really hard to make himself dizzy now, but
Mhm.
he'll give it his best shot.
Yeah.
Then I just take a nap. No, that wouldn't be very. Um, I guess he would, feeling the need to be morale officer because he's been a morose little bitch this whole time. Just
Mhm.
like, all right, let's go find out. Let's go look what clubs are popular, but I need to hide my face and stuff because I don't want to get recognized at all. I am
Oh yeah.
unfortunate.
So
I am
you
unfortunately am minorly famous, like in a very minor way. I don't think there would be very many people who knew I was here, but
Do they know what your new face looks like?
thank God no. But you never know who. You never know.
yeah.
That's fair.
So you check onto the local opnet and look up nightclubs and whatnot.
Oh yeah,
Hundreds of them.
yeah.
Hell
Uh,
yes.
I mean,
Damian is over your shoulder looking at the
yeah,
nightclubs.
they
So
this is very much a nightlife, and this city kind of wears many hats. It's this like brand new like technological wonder. So there's a lot of like biotech and other kind of technology going. It's actually a city with a lot of um, diplomatic activity. There are many embassies here, as well as like corporate offices. Um, it's considered neutral ground by a lot of Earth-based organizations and states. So there is a lot of nightlife. There's, it's also one of the being a member of Oceania, it has a significant number of aqua uh, population, which is people who have been modified to live under the water, either amphibiously or full time. So there's that has a kind of a minority population, but it's a pretty sizable minority population. Like I said before in the previous episode, a lot of Afro-Caribbean sort of coming together. Given how terrible the island nations fared during the Aberrant War, there was a lot of disropa of those peoples, and a lot of them have come, generations down the line, have come back to the Caribbean and resettled here. So there's a lot of that going on. Um, uh, there are so nightclubs abound. You've got nightclubs that are at the top of the city. There are nightclubs under the water. There's nightclubs surface level, and they all kind of offer all sorts of different flavors.
All right. Well, all right, Damien, how slutty are we talking about? That's what I mean, really. What are we doing? What do you want to do? You're obviously very excited. You are literally leaning on my shoulder harder than you have ever leaned on me in your entire life.
I know,
Where would
right?
you like to go?
It's weird. I don't know. I want to go have fucking fun and just
uh,
get out for a while.
there are
What has
also
the highest rating?
I mean, it depends on what you're looking for. There are
Yeah.
also a number of bang clubs, which that from like local, very underground groups that like cycle through like these shared spaces, and there are also two big bang groups who are kind of not so much in residence, but are here for a bit. There's Anime OK, who is this very kinetic dance based group that does a lot of like high energy music and coordinated, like they have a dance crew that like goes amongst the crowd and get people dancing. And they're also their new project incorporates some telepathic bioware that essentially like feeds people muscle memory so that they can get in on the dances and be like perfectly synchronized with people.
Wow.
Yeah, they're pretty fun. They're kind of like a combination of OK Go and LMFAO in their sort of like very kinetic and very like coordinated efforts. A little bit controversial in their themes. They're very hedonistic. And the other one who's in town is Blue Nebula, who is very like high production value pop. Is kind of what they go like, very like elaborate, uh, you know, elaborate, like holographic and other sorts of displays of things. And they're solar system wide popular. Blue Nebula. Their lead singer, Kelpie, is an Aqua. And she's essentially sci-fi Taylor Swift. So yeah, those are the two ones. They have some dates coming up soon. But there's also, like I said, a lot of underground and local band clubs of people doing like smaller productions. But yeah, so you guys are checking out the club scene. What
Yeah.
about Vega? What would Vega be getting up to as she shows up?
If they're looking at the club scene, what's the more illicit market like around here?
Well, probably the most illicit thing that gets done here is a lot of smuggling. There are sections of the underwater city that are either like haven't been fully completed yet, or there was actually some failures of like coral sections of the city that are like not like completely flooded, but are not like approved for habitation and are like slated to be repaired, where a lot of underground stuff happens. So like there's a lot of weapons smuggling, there's a lot of and there's a lot of espionage because it's a big diplomatic hub. So there's people who do things clandestinely against the various state and corporate actors that come here to do their business. So yeah, that seems to be kind of what the underground, the illicit scene is like.
Okay.
What about Alex? Alex, what are you getting up to?
I am finding the most convenient water that I can immerse myself in.
Oh, it's
Bathtub,
everywhere.
jacuzzi, pool, whatever.
Yeah, I mean there's a couple of those. There is like a place where you can kind of you can get to the open ocean through kind of a water lock. But that is not recommended unless you have like gear and certification and whatnot, because it is open ocean. You're not near mainland at all.
That sounds too much open for me. No, I'll just go to whatever's near where we are. So like whatever beach is closest by.
Oh
That I
yeah,
can swim in
absolutely.
the
Yeah.
ocean that is not too
Yeah,
terrifying.
there's kind of a hemmed in beach area that kind of, it is open access to the ocean, but it is kind of hemmed in and protected, so it's not too wild. But yeah, you can absolutely go there. I mean, it's getting close to nighttime, but places are open all hours.
Yep. Gotta go float in the water. I will meet you guys at the club if y'all are gone when I get back.
Mm-hmm.
We'll let you know.
Damian, are you doing anything other than looking over Asher's shoulder about the nightlife?
Yeah, actually. I'm absolutely gonna text my brother.
Okay.
Just sent him a message like, so surprise, I'm on Earth. I'm back on Earth. I'm in Pearl City. If you happen to get a couple of hours off, if you'd like to actually talk face to face, we can.
Yeah, maybe about a half a minute goes by. Nice to be, in the same kind of fiber optic connection loop
Exactly.
here. He says, "Holy shit, wasn't expecting that." That might be a bit complicated. I am stationed in a hazard area. My leave tends to be more local. I'd have to go through some decontamination procedures if I wanted to take a leave farther away. But I can look into that and I can get back to you.
And I will get back to me. I can obviously handle transport for you.
The literal ...
Yeah, they'd love that.
Yeah.
I'm sure they would.
He says, I can probably just fly there if I can get the leave and the and the clearance to leave the area.
I'm just gonna send back like the equivalent of a GIF
Mm-hmm.
of a chicken clucking around.
Bro, not cool.
He goes offline. Cool. Yeah. So
He's my brother. That's
Yeah, no,
that's
absolutely.
how we
No,
communicate.
that's what you do.
Okay, so have you narrowed down, Asher, what kind of club you might be wanting to hit later tonight?
Well, we want to go tonight, so we don't want to wait for Taylor Swift to show up. So I figure let's just go balls deep. What's the most like under the sea themed motherfucking place in this entire city? Like the deep ocean. There's like a holographic Leviathan trying to suck off a mermaid or something. I don't know.
Oh my god.
I mean, yeah, there is like
Exactly that, I hope.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's exactly like that. I mean, yeah, you look, there are like deep level, like deep under the ocean bars, and like the deepest one you can find is it's called the Briny Depths. And it is known as an aqua bar. Like it is
I see.
like
Well, okay. I don't
but
want to.
but it's not like, aquas only. It's just like because of where it is,
Mhm.
that's just their primary clientele.
So, do you guys want to go like see the real local flavor, or you guys want to go a level up and, I mean, I leave it up to you guys. I'm down for whatever.
I mean, I'm here for local flavor. I'm here for underground stuff.
Then
I'm here for anything. I just want to have
hanging
a
out
good
with a bunch
fucking
of Gill
time.
boys and Gill girls will probably be a lot of fun. I won't
Why
call them
not?
that while we're down there, though.
Do not call them that while we're down there, but I'm down for it. Like, let's just have some fun.
Yeah,
All
sounds
right.
Been a
good.
long
Is there
time.
is this a place where one just has to get you're good, through, or do you actually have to like you just show
No, I
up?
mean, there's a cover, but like, yeah, I mean, it's a fairly popular place, for primarily aquas, but tourists go there because it's definitely a thing to see, and they will take your yuan, they will take your money.
That's great. So
Mhm.
I'll forward the location to Alex and let them know that it's like we're going to a mermaid bar.
Oh shit, wait up. I'll show back up a few moments later, there's some kelp in my hair.
Yeah,
Well, I was
absolutely.
thinking after sundown, but okay.
Oh, never mind.
Nighttime is
Back
the
to the
right time
beach.
after all.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys you find where that is, you check the public transportation for getting there. Um there's kind of like a series of tube subways, and then like elevators that go down to the lower levels. Like you're like as you're looking through it, like helpful SI assistants start like popping up information about pressurization procedures.
That makes sense.
Like you got like a little kind of like digitized flight attendant, like walks you through the when going down below sea level. There are at various levels we recommend and in some cases require short visits in compression and decompression stations.
Boy.
And like they show like here's what they look like, here's how the procedures work. There's like a mask that you put on, and it acclimates you to. Please budget time for using these facilities to ensure that your stay in the lower levels is healthy and fun.
Oh man. Okay, so we can't do anything where we would need to leave fast because we will get the
Yeah.
bends and that will hurt or kill us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not planning on doing anything where I would have to leave fast, guys.
We never are.
Yeah.
Okay, sometimes we are. But I feel, like all right, let's just fuck it. Let's fuck it. Let's just go. Let's chew the gum. Let's eat the decompression pills. Let's go.
Yeah, why not? Let's
Yeah, I
do
mean
it.
the technology is advanced enough that like you say decompression pills. They are literal things. Like that's part of the emergency thing.
Yeah, I figured.
In case of emergency, pills will be distributed that will allow you to decompress early. There are after effects that you have to manage, but better than having your lungs explode.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm here.
So yeah, you guys get that set up. You're all ready to go for that. Is anyone doing anything? Alex, obviously you're getting back from the beach. Anyone doing anything while you're getting ready or getting prepared for that?
I'm just activating alertness because
Okay.
figure
I'm going to take a little bit of time to attune to where I am so that I have a
Sure.
connection here.
Absolutely.
So half hour to meditate.
Sorry. I'm just gonna go to the downstairs to the lobby
Okay.
and see if they have like all the recommendations for like where you should go, and just like start putting together a little list of like, oh, okay, we should
Okay.
experience this. We should go here.
Yeah. So yeah, there is like the place that you are in is kind of like a high end hotel. So there is
Mhm.
like a concierge and whatnot. These are more like little private villas than anything else. But yeah, you go through all. There's just so much stuff to do here. There's definitely a lot of like I said, a lot of nightlife. There's like sporting events that that are kind of unique to the area. A lot of like air and water sports available. Is there anything in particular that you're looking for that would be intriguing to you?
Probably a low cost high.
I mean, there are.
Yeah, but like if there's anything like unique.
They just have these things.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean,
like specifically like if you ever go to Oceania, you should go here, or when in Pearl City, check this out. And
the equivalent of chewing the coca leaves, if you will.
yeah. Oh, I mean, there are plenty of Sud-American drugs available, which are, all the high, none of the addiction, none of the like harmful side effects.
We'll see.
Yeah. I mean,
what if you
not the
mix
way I
enough
do.
of them
Says-
together?
Asher just like challenge accepted.
Yeah.
Well,
that's-
drug challenges me.
The thing about drugs in the future is that illegal drugs are the drugs that hurt you. Because the drugs that just let you have fun are pretty much perfectly safe and nonetheless potent.
Well,
But like,
Nice.
there's
time to
a
get stemmed out of my fucking gourd. Then I mean, I don't know
yeah.
what else to say about it.
Yeah, I mean, there is a market for like the harder stuff, just because it's a little bit less expensive, and that's what like the criminals do that. But also, the Norsa tend to kill those people pretty consistently. But yeah, so yeah, you guys like go through the drug market and throw candy into bags.
Yeah, man, I'm just gonna just get myself some gentle ecstasy.
I mean, it's the
I've never tried
gentlest.
this.
Yeah, I mean, it is literally the Wonka store. But for all manner of high tech drugs.
Ooh, this one's called Snosberry.
I think that's a reference I get.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure it's a reference.
But unless anyone has anyone they want to do, we can fast forward down to the briny depths.
Let's hit the club.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So you guys all get together. Alex, you get cleaned up. What is everyone? What's the vibe everyone's getting in terms of like outfits or drip? Going full tourist. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, full tourist.
I kind of look like I look actually
right.
in this case. Minus, I guess he wouldn't have a full wouldn't have this, but having how much we've changed his face. He's like, yep, hair's back, sunglasses on, wearing black, not too austin.
Cool.
Maybe a nice watch.
Sure. All right, cool.
Damian is the little goth of the group, so eternally.
But yeah, so yeah, you guys get dripped out. go through the public transit area, hit a couple of the decompression areas. As you guys get lower and lower in the city, there's a lot more artificial light. Obviously, I mean that would be true in the upper tiers because it's nighttime. But like you're getting deep into the city, and there's just a lot of like natural bioluminescence that is used to light things. So those those enhancers that you all took are really starting to kick in with like
Ooh.
the eerie kind of pale greens and blues of the bioluminescence lighting. You are definitely going down into Wonderland. But yeah, like the pathway to the briny depths, and this is like low. This is like the bottom of the city. And you guys walk in, and this is kind of a big circular room. You guys come out of the elevator on into the center of the room. And there's like a bar on one side, a bar on the other, a dance floor behind the elevator, tables in front of you, and right next to the elevator is this like moon pool. And you kind of like you can look straight down into the ocean through like the slightly opalescent floor. And there are lights that are focused down on like features under the ocean. And you see like, schools of fish, like some sharks, a whale is coming by as you guys come into the door, and the lighting is all just like tracking and focusing, and the crowd is pumping. There's a lot of people here, a lot of people who have aquatic features to them, like some people with like uh sort of fish-like skin tones of various colors, people with gills, people with like just fins and flippers. Some of them have like big kind of black eyes. And this is all the result of sort of a combination of biotechnology and like psionic intervention that people have been modified themselves in order to live in this various environments. I mean, this is sort of mirrored, like there are people who live on Mars who are Mars adapted, and various other hostile environments. People can be changed in order to live easier without so much technological intervention. But yeah, that is the scene that you guys show up at. What is your agenda? What's the party plan?
Drink.
Beverage. Table.
Drink.
Dance.
Absolutely.
Need drink.
Clearly dancing.
This
We have
is a
someone-
lot.
Yeah.
I need a drink.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you guys slide up to the bar. There's there's the menu for are you just drinking tonight? Are you doing other stuff tonight and need something a little lighter that won't interact with any other substances?
It's
Oh
fair.
man.
That's thoughtful.
That's nice.
Mhm.
That's very
I'll
thoughtful.
have a conch shell conga. Thank you.
Absolutely. A big old conch shell gets 3D printed out and then poured into it. A tentacle straw and a big umbrella gets set into it.
Sucking on tentacles, just like my videos.
Oh,
Absolutely. Yeah, so that happens. Yeah, you guys are all able to get drinks. Alex, did I hear you were heading for the dance floor?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, dance floor is
I
pumping.
try to pull Vega along with me.
Oh no!
Come on.
Absolutely. Yeah, they were playing some pretty kicking pre-recorded bang music. Kind of like stripped down just to the audio and some visual elements on the dance floor. Like I said, a lot of aquas here. but plenty of other people who are sort of baseline human standard as well. There are parts of the dance floor that are also like recessed and have water that can be like dipped into, and like some like there's kind of like a slip and slide kind of apparatus
Awesome.
that people
Well, I'm
are
definitely taking advantage of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely
like I
yeah.
definitely dressed knowing that I was going to be soaking wet at some point. Like
Mhm.
I think that
Yeah.
was kind of like why we didn't wear. Like I wore one nice waterproof watch, and
Mhm.
that's it.
Damian, like, he's got no sleeves. He can ditch the jacket easily
Mhm.
if he decides to go for a dip.
Yeah,
Fucks with merfolk, you get moist.
yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah, and people are pretty welcoming into you sort. After a couple of minutes, there does seem to be kind of the whisper mill, particularly around Damian, who the word has gotten out is a scion come to town. And so, yeah, you start to get plenty of dance offers and people offering to buy you drinks and other enhancements.
I mean, I will definitely accept invitations to dance. I will accept a few drinks.
I'm so happy for my boy.
Be careful accepting the other enhancements, though.
Yeah, that's
I'll
fine.
keep an eye out.
Steal some of your drinks because you're getting plenty of them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we'll occasionally intercept. It's like
It's like, no,
Um,
we want our buddy to pace himself.
Yeah.
I'll fall upon this sword for him.
Absolutely.
Hold on,
But
I'm the royal drink checker. Hold on.
yes.
but yeah, like so yeah, you get something of a group of hangers on who seem to be very interested in getting into your orbit.
Let's see. I'm
Just
gonna
having a
start
good
milking these
time.
people for information using command or persuasion. Which would you prefer?
Oh my God.
Let's go with persuasion. That seems like a bit more cool keen for this vibe.
That's great.
What
That's where I'm just ridiculously good.
Mhm.
Fantastic. Thank God I'm hot. Love my +1 for being hot. That's just real life, y'all.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh my God. Oh no. Oh my God, thank God. If I failed that, that would have been really bad.
It
Or at
would've
least that
very
would have
funny.
been deeply embarrassing. 3 hits.
3 hits. Okay. So what kind of information are you trying to like get from the crowd?
Uh, let's see if anyone's heard anything about ne'er-do-wells or general crim.
General Krim,
Good old crime times.
good old crime times. Absolutely. Um, yeah, I mean, you hear you catch a whiff of some Krim. This is, definitely, not a well-regulated topside bar. So you kind of get the whiff of some underground types who are like you hear a couple you overhear and like kind of insinuate yourself into a little conversation about two people talking about a uh new route through the city, like through one of these like semi-collapsed areas that have just been like kind of semi-stabilized and like they just said like yeah, so like yeah, uh the gangs managed to make like a safe way through this area, and so there's a lot of product that's starting to move through there. And they even talk about like um the they talk about something called the bubble, which you're able to pick up on is kind of a shifting market, a black market area that moves around the city, and they stay there. They're pretty sure that it's gonna show up in this kind of under this undersea passageway.
Ooh.
coming up in the next few days. Like that's where it's going to show up next.
All right, need to note this out that we might need underwater vehicle rental because I ain't none of us getting spliced.
No. No.
Yeah.
Hard pass.
Not
Fun to look at. Do not want permanently.
Mhm.
yeah, like they're all very lovely people. I don't want the gills.
All right, yeah. So with Asher hitting up the crowd, is anybody else using the fun and the chaos to figure stuff out, look into things? What's so everybody's up to?
I think tonight, Alex would be no business since we
Okay.
don't have our meeting. So, just chatting with strangers. Not really talking much about where we've been though.
Okay, yeah. So you're just general chatting people up. Yeah, people seem to be pretty nice here. There's this is a place like you're definitely getting the vibe of like a lot of aqua workers frequent this place. Like this is a place that working people like to come and unwind.
Nice.
And it also has like this like mystique of being on the very bottom, and thus it has all these cool like exotic views and whatnot that also draw in the tourists. So yeah,
I imagine I get roped into a conversation about how much some guy's boss sucks for like 30 minutes while I'm just like looking at fish over his shoulder.
yeah, absolutely.
I want to
Absolutely.
dance. So, yep, they all bosses suck.
Absolutely.
Bosses, man.
Bosses. What about Vega?
Universal
What would
bestie.
would Vega be getting up to anything?
I'm actually gonna like really lean in towards the tourist angle and just be
Okay.
like, so like, what's good around here? Like where should we go after this? Like,
Yeah, there's like, you're talking to, so like, are you talking to other tourists
like
or like
some
other people who
tourists,
don't
but like
necessarily
basically anybody that's around, like other guild folk as well, or what we call it. I don't know. I'm
aquas? They're
sorry.
called aquas.
Aquas. I'm sorry.
No problem. Yeah, you just
That
talk.
was a different game.
Give me your persuasion roll.
All right.
See how you schmooze.
Probably not that great, but we'll give it a shot. It'll be fine. Persuasion. I have none of that, so
Everyone's on drugs though, so like
Yeah, everyone's on
this
drugs.
probably isn't going to be that bad.
Yeah.
it's fine. Cunning.
Sure.
5. Oh. Well, that's a fail.
Okay. Yeah.
Two tourists.
Yeah, you get a lot of like, um, you get a lot of like, sightseeing tours, and like cultural markets, a lot of topside stuff.
Okay.
Don't
Like,
you want to go to a tour of all the embassies?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
first timer you probably want to see like, the standard stuff. Like you definitely like you kind of come away with it getting the vibes like they didn't think I was cool enough to talk about the real stuff.
The cool stuff.
I'm
Okay.
not telling you about any restaurants I like.
Yeah, they're telling yeah, you definitely don't want to go. You want to go to McSquiddies. They're everywhere.
Oh no! I got McSquiddies.
Tentacle
Damn.
Tom's House of Tentacles.
Wow.
I'm listening.
I don't
Stand to
think
hear a
no
little
one knows
more.
Yeah.
Would you like to know more?
Mhm. But yeah, I mean the night goes on. It is a kicking club, full of like, a lot of dancing, a lot of carousing.
I think we just got to throw our purses in the circle and just dance, girls. I think we got to just, let
Damian's
feel the
already up
night.
and dancing.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
he's been dancing on and off all night with a whole bunch of people because he's openly a
Yep.
scion, so he is out
I think I am
having
playing it as like
shenanigans.
I think I am kind of be playing it as kind of your like given the look that I have chosen for the evening, your like security guy, which is so fucking hilarious. But like, close enough.
You're the Scion Wrangler, you know,
Mhm.
the people person.
I
Just
do want to
constantly-
stop and take a look at who's noticing us. Like mostly I'm just dancing, but every now and again I'll just be like, oh yeah, we're surrounded by a lot of strangers paying attention to at least one of us.
Oh shit, I could make some cash. Hold on. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Alex.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
mean, it definitely does seem like it doesn't seem like there's any one particular type of person noticing you. Um, it, it's you kind of are getting the baseline of you heard that Pearl City had a big like Scion celebrity culture kind of thing, and you think you're just seeing that. Like these people really
Being
like
weird or anything. They're-
really
yeah.
like Scions. Like they're very like appreciative of it. Like that aspect of animal culture amongst the youth, that very like sci forward, like you know, and it does kind of like get tinged with a little bit of jealousy. You that you can kind of underpin because it's all very
Ooh.
obvious, but nothing like screams toxic to you. It seems like
That's nice.
this is just the culture. Like any kind of like resentment or whatnot is very much kind of like examined and dealt with. So there does people don't tend to be weird about it, but it is a thing. It's a thing that the people in Pearl City, the attitude is just very pro Scion. You know, it just sort of lends an air of celebrity.
Cool.
Hmm.
Still weirded out by being this much paid attention to in a crowd, but
No
Well,
one's
it's
paying
fun
attention.
though.
Yeah, it's mostly focused on Damian though.
It's
because-
it's like no
Well,
one's really paying
yes.
attention. That is, if you express that, it's like I don't think anyone's looking at us.
Yeah.
And Damien's the most grammable, if you will. I don't know what that word means, but I think I've heard it used before.
Right. Yeah, so yeah, night goes on, you know, the DJ changes. You know, bartenders go to their late night shift. It is open as late as you guys want to be here. Like it'll stay open until the morning shift where it becomes kind of a breakfast place.
My
Let's
God.
get sloppy.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get a little.
I don't know. I don't
sloppy,
know if we're
just a
gonna
tiny
get another
bit.
chance to get sloppy, y'all. I don't
Oh,
know.
No,
Like I think this is if this is a dangerous night. Let's go.
I'm not gonna like
Nah.
embarrass myself, but I'm not gonna like embarrass myself, but I'm definitely maybe gonna get a little giggly white girl wasted.
Okay. It is entirely possible. Yeah, you definitely like and like in addition to the drinks and like just the general attention, people do like set like either hand you or like obviously put into a pocket like a contact card that like
Okay.
you can get scanned like hey, like here's my number like and not just like personal stuff, like there are people who are all like, you know, I can get
Business.
like I'm in entertainment, like I produce
Mhm.
hollow sims, and like there's all sorts of work that you can get like either as a performer, like using like psionic special effects kind of thing. Like it's a bit it's that's another one of the industries here is hollow sim production. um and like yeah, you get like just professional and personal people's numbers and contact information.
I will happily be collecting them because
Uh,
you know, I know internally, like, hey, we do a lot of weird jobs, and why not?
Yeah, it's
Just
good.
never
It
know.
is definitely good to have some contacts, and which you have plenty. Yeah, so the night goes on and on. You guys can stay and get as sloppy as you want. Um,
Ivan should start drunk dialing ship. This is what we're doing. Wish you were here. Pet the
Oh,
kitty somehow.
Oh.
yeah. Well, you can definitely call ship. Ship says, "Ah, excellent. Take take recordings, and I may be able to incorporate it into our entertainment packages."
Oh, I definitely start doing that.
Strap a GoPro to my head. We're doing this.
Yeah. And he says like, oh, I'm good up here. It's definitely there's a lot to go over on the Terra local opnet. I'm having a good time.
Oh, at least even in a reading.
Woo!
That's
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
But yeah, like Chip will absolutely talk with you. But yeah, so yeah, it gets later and later. Eventually, the transition from nightclub to like early shift breakfast spot
Oh boy.
starts to happen as like people who are coming on to their shifts, some of whom
Oops.
you like recognize from the beginning of the evening,
Oops.
Oh, no.
start to filter in, and big pots of like of coffee, like juice, a lot of like seafood heavy breakfast food starts to get put into terrines and whatnot, and the crowd just kind of shifts from like the very 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 last partiers to people who are about to go on their work shift.
I could fuck up a shrimp omelet right now, so.
I absolutely could fuck up a shrimp omelet. I think I
Yeah.
will.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All right.
absolutely. And
So,
yeah, no one like asks you to leave. It seems this is a 24-hour place. Like
Mhm.
some of like the hardcore partiers are like salute. Like not many people make it to the breakfast shift, man.
Hey, I mean, when you do what I do, you kind of just get used to having to not sleep a lot. So I actually get to use that for fun now.
Well, you're we are all very much happy to host the gifted here.
Thank you.
And friends.
But
keep
yeah,
handing me these.
they keep handing
I don't know what it
Uh,
is, but I like it, and I think I might know no addiction, but I could be.
it could be, yeah. But yeah,
Well, I miss it
so
when I don't have it.
we have we eventually come into a sort of completely mundane breakfast bar where people with like harnesses for their equipment start coming in, and you guys are just kind of a puddle,
Yeah.
right.
working coffee and shrimp omelets.
I
Yeah.
think we gotta depressurize after this.
Yeah.
I think we should
a good
probably
idea.
get
Find
some
a
rest and maybe
bed.
be ready for if the thing happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, I'm tired.
In
Yeah, it was
case
fun though.
responsibilities show up.
I'm on too many drugs right now to be tired, so
That's
um
You know
I have
what?
been
You know what? You're right.
huh.
You're Damien, you're absolutely right. Be on too many drugs to be tired. Garcon.
You guys look over, like you see like uh you guys catch and you see like by the elevator like a little kind of independent stand that sells like detox rehab drugs, is just packing up.
Oh, cheating juice. All right.
Wait.
Wait,
I'll go get us.
Wait.
I'll
I
go
need
pick
at
this.
least one or two. I would like this ride to stop. Thank
Yeah,
you.
we go pick up our we'll go pick up our exit pills, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it is the wonders of the future. You can fuck with your biochemistry and your neurochemistry all you like and then roll it back. But you got but like as you guys
Factory
take the mood stabilizers and the designer Klonopin, just how truly tired you all are does definitely hit.
I'm not Damien is not going to take those until he gets back because
Gotcha.
he is writing on drugs to not be super agoraphobic.
Yeah,
So he would like to
absolutely.
not be super agoraphobic
But yeah,
in the
you
middle
guys
of
are able to make it back to your suite.
Mhm.
It's the bright morning sun is shining through like the pearlescent glass.
Mm-mm.
Uh,
That's too much light.
you can tell the sweet SI to dim that shit and
Just
the-
mad.
yeah, the
Like you have to
bio
use words.
the bioglass pigmentation tones down the light significantly. And you
Thank
guys
fuck.
can detox and crash.
So
That's
I'll set
happening.
yeah, okay. So I'll before we crash, I will set up an alert on the like if we hear any OpNet news mentioning the Briny Deep. That was the place we were just at.
Mhm.
If any place gets like starts talking about the Briny Deep or a Scion showing up the Briny Deep, I want alerts for that.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, you set up the alert for it, and you already see like, this like very, very trashy celebrity gossip rag, very local thing.
Damian will love this.
Like talking about like, yeah, Scion and crew partied all night at the Briny Depths.
Oh, good. We're gonna
Take some
get at least
screenshots. I
three.
want to make us a scrapbook.
We're gonna get like 3 offers for energy drink companies in the next 24 hours, and at least one offer to make porn.
I'm
Or,
pretty
you
sure
know-
I already got some of those offers.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, there's like, we can just digitize your likeness and
Yeah, just one scan and we
sign
have you
here.
forever.
yeah.
God,
Well,
no.
no, there's a very equitable license agreement. Like you can hit the exit button at any time. You can you preview and you preview and approve any scenes that your likeness gets used for. Or you can just fuck, like
You can always just fuck.
was that
Got him.
I mean,
Oh,
look,
everything
I just
smells like
think the portal
strawberries.
thing offers a lot of opportunities.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, now you're thinking with portals. But yeah, so yeah, you guys can detox and crash pretty easily. Modern miracle drugs being what there is, you guys all kind of even out about mid-afternoon, and are more or less human again.
That's good.
Okay,
I'm
well,
do
strolling out
that
of my
more
room,
often.
guzzling water.
Yep.
That was fun.
That was a good night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if we wanted to, guys, we could just stay here and be very rich. Oh, we could be so rich.
Yeah, we
We
could.
would never have to do anything we didn't want to do. Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah, I think we have to.
Mm-mm-mm.
But that's a
Definitely
nice
addicted
idea.
to these.
There's stuff I still want to know about.
But when we're done with all of that stuff, I mean, we can
Yeah.
literally just come
Yes.
and retire here.
We'll probably
Yeah.
know when we're done, right? So
I think we'll know. I think I'm just going to give into my life as an influencer after that.
Be a real bummer if an aberrant attack blew this place up, What
No.
am I saying? What?
What?
No.
Sorry.
No.
No.
This is our
anyway.
retirement, damn it!
I'm gonna
Well, better be heroes
Nexus
first.
surfing it is. All right.
Better be heroes first then. Right. So yeah, you guys after you guys wake up a bit, get freshened up, Damian, you get a message from your fixer, who says that, he's going to meet with you guys. There is a topside, there's a topside restaurant, very, very high-end restaurant, that he's got a reservation for you guys within in a private room. It is definitely like the best sushi you can get outside of Japan kind of thing.
Fuck yeah.
Like with like, just like high end, whatever Michelin star is in the future chefs, kind of area. But yeah, so
Got
you've
it.
got that in the evening, set up for dinner time.
So don't make dinner plans. We
I
got
think I
a
need
meeting.
nicer clothes if we're going to a nice restaurant. Shit.
Fuck.
Yeah, we're gonna-
so you're saying we
Well,
should go shopping.
I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think the beachwear will do it. Damien, you can wear whatever you like. You're already like gross famous. I hold up the tabloid, so you're in good shape. Whatever you want to do.
Oh, that's a cute one.
Yeah, it's a pretty good
Mhm.
picture.
Oh my god. It is
I don't
actually
know
a
how. I don't
startlingly
know.
good picture of me.
Mhm.
I don't know when that got taken, and I don't know when the keg stand happened, but they sure happened, and here we are.
If
Oh
anyone wants
boy.
to give me a culture roll,
Sure.
to kind of like
Yeah.
see what kind of where you, if you guys want to like look for some very fashionable clothes that you can get made.
Oh yeah, composure. That is.
Another awesome thing about about the future is that fast fashion has been replaced by like personalized 3D printed clothes.
Well,
That you
let's
just
get a momentum because I don't know
Woohoo!
anything about clothes.
okay.
I got 2 hits.
Mhm.
So I don't know if that cancels that. But yeah, I could probably look. I'll look us up something. It's like, I mean, I'm not exactly like Party Boy or Mr. Fancy or anything, but I could probably rustle us up something.
Yeah. I mean,
That's
yeah,
probably a good idea.
you can like if you want the best like absolute top, you want to get a Costa Bar designed outfit. Which Costa Bar is just like the like he's like the Andy Warhol of fashion in the Aeon era.
Oh boy.
And he is Sud American, which means that it's pretty you can like do a little look. Oh yeah, he's got a boutique here. But there are other like, there's a lot of like the high fashion here is a lot of like melding of like Pseudo American and Afro Caribbean styles, just using like tip top fabrics and like really um really like aggressive fusion of those styles.
I
It's
believe
kind
my
of
white guilt will put me in a suit. Yes.
Mhm.
I don't see myself. I don't see Asher being like feeling okay wearing like, yeah, let me just put some Afro Caribbean shit on. That'll be. But
Yeah.
I guess I don't know if sensibilities have changed that much in 100 years. But like I don't know.
they to somewhat they have like the Aberrant War inspired a lot of Disropa. Um and like you have to be a real asshole culture like the FSA to like have systematic
Yeah.
racism, um partially due to the fact that literally anyone for like a month's salary can just change their race, um change their gender, change their race with a pretty simple and safe medical procedure. Like it's got to be like truly deeply baked into the culture for people to actually give a shit about like uh race stuff, just because a lot of the cultures have merged, and it can be made irrelevant. um
That's fair.
yeah, so yeah, but yeah, no, you can absolutely just get like a slick as hell western style suit.
So it's more Asher's damage that puts
Yeah,
me in the suit.
yeah,
Excellent.
absolutely.
Excellent.
Well, it
Hmm.
is where we're
But yeah,
from.
yeah, you all can get dripped out in like high fashion pretty
Yeah.
easily. Like the highest of fashion is to get something actually tailored. But that is like outmoded expensive. Like it's the price of a car to get like a
Jesus.
Mhm.
personally tailored, like, hand sewn thing. Just because that's sort of the economics of the era. Like truly handmade things are like the premium. But you guys don't have to get like your culture would let you know that's completely unnecessary.
I don't know if we
Um,
want to spend that kind of money.
that yeah,
Nah.
I mean, I'm already like, when you say like the Andy Warhol of fashion, I'm like, okay, well, I guess we're gonna have to leverage some new bullshit celebrity to get in there, but
Mhm.
let's do this thing.
yeah, but you guys can
Yeah.
get something that's perfectly in line with the place that you guys are going.
Yeah.
You won't embarrass yourselves with the outfits that you get.
Oh no, we don't want to embarrass Damien.
Yeah,
As long
that's
as it
true.
allows smoking.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I didn't actually take it. That was a bit much. But
But yeah, is anyone
I
gonna
guess
be
keep
doing?
one of those so ship can replicate it. Sorry.
Is anyone doing anything before dinner?
I'm gonna much like last night, put up alert.
Okay.
Spend
Anyone
some
else?
time spend some time cataloging all of the different contacts that I
Yeah,
got.
absolutely. You sort of feed them into your
Mhm.
mini comp, and your SI starts compiling them.
Yep.
And I'll put us all in the mind. Do you guys want a mind link for this?
That would be ideal.
Yes,
Good.
please. I think that's a good idea if we're going to be negotiating.
Okie dokie.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if the old boy can do it. Yes. Yes, he can.
Excellent.
The old
Yeah,
boy
so
has
you
done it.
guys have the mind link up. You can think thoughts at each other. Right. So
Perfect.
yeah, you guys head up topside, up sort of these like big coral, pearlescent skyscrapers, into kind of a, it is very like, I guess neo-traditional is the best way to put it. This is like in a city of like biotech coral. This is a very cyberpunk kind of like high-end cyberpunk kind of establishment. Very traditional Nipponese, but like with like, you know, um, these like very futuristic flares. There's a lot of like um like all the servers and whatnot are all automated, but all of the chefs are human. And like there is like this, you can see the process of like the fish being like taken out of storage, butchered, like everything done by human hands is
Mhm.
very much on display. Like it's like one of the first things you see is like a prep chef like deboning a fish. And it is like, it's impressive because you very rarely see that sort of thing, because most people just eat extruded tuna blocks. But yeah, so you guys get that. You are led by one of the automated waiters into a private back room where your fixer, Avery Hope, is there, and already has kind of like lines of sake bottles, like 5 different sake bottles and like 5 different um, uh, varieties of such. There are appetizers already on the board, and he stands up from his like kneeling. It's a low table where you kind of have to like kneel into it's super traditional. And he stands up and goes and offers a big handshake to Damian.
And absolutely accepted. Little, the close clap on the back.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh man, it's been so long since I've
I
seen you
know,
in a
I know.
gravity well, man.
Right?
Absolutely. Well, so yeah, so I'm Avery. Good to meet you all. He kind of points at each of you like, you're Vega, you're Asher, you're Alex. I know all your names. Damien's told me all about it. Yeah, so guys, sit down, enjoy. This is one of the
Hey.
best restaurants in the city. All compliments of my of our prospective client.
Asher is
Interesting.
doing a very heroic job of not like going sick house on this stuff. So he's a lot of energy going to be spent doing that. Just very not guzzling sake, not shoving delicious fresh fish in his mouth, as I am like at a sushi restaurant actually.
Yeah. He says like, yeah, enjoy yourselves. Plenty of time to talk business. You guys
Absolutely.
enjoying Pearl City?
Oh my god, yes.
Loving it.
You know what? My partner insisted that we move here. I was a New York guy for most of my life.
Yeah.
I don't know why I hesitated so much. It's just so much better. It's like living with fascism is like you just kind of accept it as normal, and then you go to some place that's just like not that.
Yeah.
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 I
I'm
don't know
We
definitely
why.
getting
all
that feeling. I'm
I
definitely
don't-
getting
we
that
all
feeling.
get it.
I don't know why we let them be that way anymore. Anyway, yeah, guys, enjoy. I'm gonna go have a quick call with the client and to let you
Okay.
guys let them know you're here, get any updates from them. But you guys enjoy the food. I'll be back in a second.
You got any insight to give me on the client, Avery? Or do I have to go into this blind?
This is a strange one. Like they are very particular. Like I got a call to find out if they're going to be here tonight right now.
No shit.
Like just give me a second. You guys enjoy stuff.
Yeah, go for it. Go
and,
for it.
And he heads out into kind of like a balcony area.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, this is incredible.
My money's
Right.
my money is on maybe the government of Nippon or Norsa again. That would be my money. Like
Nippon is what my money's on.
I mean,
Wouldn't be the first time.
Looking around, huh? Fun. Maybe we'll get to go.
Never been. Run under the table jobs for individuals from there that were very well dressed and conducted themselves in very powerful ways.
Yeah, it is hard to get approval for a scion to get into the Nipponese archipelago. They do not like you guys. Anything while Avery's away, is anything you guys want to try or check out or look into?
Ooh. See,
You can see him out on a balcony. Like there's like a layer of like heavy protective glass that is that separates you out, so you see he's on his like opnet phone.
I can try and listen in, but that seems awfully rude.
Yeah, we don't want to.
I said over the
mind link.
This guy's our contact. He's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, he's solid, and like there's no reason to
No,
listen to
none
him.
of this. Yeah, and any of the stuff I would do would kind of be like against Avery, and I wouldn't want to do that. So
We
Exactly.
don't want to piss off the fixer yet.
yeah. I suppose, like, yeah. I mean,
Exactly.
also, if anything like really egregious happens, I'll at least have about 2 seconds of warning. So
All right, so about 10 minutes later, he comes back from the balcony. Like you guys have demolished the appetizers, and the servers are starting to bring in the omakase courses. Which, if the appetizers were good, this is like a new kind of food. Good. Like, what were we eating before?
like,
I
how
probably
did we
can't
get
help
there?
myself from keeping a running total of what I think this meal has cost in my mind.
Yeah.
And just every now and again over the mind link, I'll say, I'll think a number.
Oh,
but
thank
anyway,
God I got the perfect memory polyp. Oh, thank God I got the perfect memory polyp.
Absolutely, you can just play this back. Like, how did they keep this deep sea fish from exploding before
It should have literally turned into a foam.
Mhm. But anyway, he comes back and he sits down at the table with you and munches down a couple of the two omakase courses that he missed. And so like, all right, bad news, guys, they're not going to be here tonight.
Oh darn.
Why?
I can't tell. I can't tell you guys. I'm so sorry. But I did have a conversation with them. And what they want for right now, before they have like the big meet and talk about things, they want to get a feel for you guys. They want to see you guys, do some work. So they have kind of a little job that they want you to do.
All right.
And look, this is gonna sound petty and weird, not in like the exciting way, but I just extend a little bit of trust, okay?
You haven't done me wrong yet.
Dude, you have no fucking idea what we did out there. Go for it.
Okay, so for reasons that I'm not entirely sure of, they would like you to have this bang group, Anime OK. They want them like as subtly as you can do it, sort of like harassed and like gaslit, and if they can be made to leave, that would be really great.
Oh, that is weird.
That's fucking awesome.
That's so outside my
I hate
wheelhouse.
that, but that is very
Yeah,
interesting.
it's very petty.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we could do it without death threats and or body shaming
Yeah,
anyone,
you
so we're
guys,
probably
like,
fine.
here's the thing, like, these guys are celebrities, they're pretty well known. It could cause you guys some problems with your own personal reputations if like you were caught doing this. I think they want to see how subtle you can be while like interacting with this kind of thing. But
Okay.
anyway, I've got you tickets to their show so you guys can like go see what they're about and start making your plan.
Got it.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, it's
Definitely a
not
different kind of job.
not what I know you guys are used to or expecting, but
No.
it'll make sense.
Our our range of abilities extend far beyond blowing up shit. So I think we can be subtle.
Great. That's great to hear. And I know they're going to be watching you guys just to see how you guys handle this sort of thing. They're so paranoid. They are so paranoid, and given what they're trying to do, holy shit. They're not wrong to be.
Way to give it away. Wink.
Look, guys,
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to be a good fixer here. I'm trying to
You
let
are.
you, I'm
No,
trying
you're
to
doing a great job.
trying to piece it out
We
without
have
violating the agreements that I've made. All
We have
right.
no idea
I get
who's
it, man.
asking us to do this or why they would want such a thing.
Absolutely. I
I
mean,
get it, man.
yeah. I mean, if y'all just hey, dig into it as much as you want, but be subtle about it. If you figure stuff out, be quiet about it, kind of thing. Like, I know how you guys work. I know how freelancers work. Information is your lifeline.
Yeah.
I don't think anything too dangerous is going to be happening in Pearl City. So I'm trying to give you guys the lay of the land as best as I can without, tripping up. I don't want to scare this clan away. Like, he like indicates the table in the room. It's all like,
Yeah.
fucking
I can't blame you.
money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
this is gonna be pretty sweet if we can land it. So let's try to land it. I think this will be a good team building exercise for us.
Absolutely.
That's a way to describe it.
Guess I'm gonna keep being the face for once.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
No one
Yeah.
needs to know.
Absolutely. So yeah, like he kind of he slides over some digitized ticket vouchers. So it's like, here you go. They've got their show tomorrow night. So that hopefully will give you guys some time to prepare, do whatever research you guys want to do. Like, I recommend just go into the show so you kind of like get the
Yeah.
full vibe, and then start your work from there.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking.
All
It would
right.
be better to do that so that we actually know more about them and their dynamics and how we can fuck with that.
Yeah. There's like, what I can tell you, there's 3 core members, and then they've got like their apprentices, and then like this 20-person dance crew.
Oh God.
Huh.
It seems like there's a possibility for a lot of drama.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh.
absolutely.
That's what
I
I
mean,
was thinking.
Oh yeah.
and like, these are bangers, so they're real, like, they're young. Like, these, like,
Yeah.
I know the 3 core members are like officially adults, but they're still kids. So yeah, I mean, I just do your best, guys. And if you guys need any support from me, any questions answered, I'll give you guys any updates I get from the client. But this is a test run. Let's see you guys handle it.
All right.
Well, this will be interesting, if nothing else.
Yeah.
And we might not get shot, which would be super great.
I mean,
If we're gonna get shot at a concert, something has gone terribly wrong.
I mean, These
Fans
guys are
fans.
these guys are pretty AAA, so they also have they have a pretty good security detail too. So, but hi, that's neither here nor there. You're probably, like I said, good idea
Oh.
not to fuck with them at the show. At least
Yeah.
not this one. At least not this
Yeah.
show.
If I honestly like with something like this, if we did anything where anyone, that would be stupid. Like that wouldn't be, that's not the assignment.
Mhm.
Game shot's not subtle.
Yep. Like the next omakase course comes out and it's like, salmon belly, chutoro, shark fin, like, on a lotus flower kind of thing comes out.
Making me sigh.
I know. But yeah, it is several courses before you all start to feel like you're about to explode from fish.
Yep.
It's really one of the greatest feelings a person can achieve.
Yeah, I mean that's
It
where you want
absolutely
to
is.
that's where you want to end up on these kind of nights.
Fish
Eating way
church.
too much fish. Yeah.
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 But yeah, so he he ducks out and says, I gotta go have another meeting. You guys enjoy the meal. Everything's
Thank you.
covered. And good luck to you guys. I look forward to seeing how you mess with these celebrities,
It's
All right.
brutal.
Great.
Nice meeting you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you too.
Mm-hmm. There is the sort of the complimentary digestive aids after the last course that get distributed, and then you are eventually rolled out of the restaurant.
Literally.
Yeah.
So I think one of the first things that I'm going to do, just so for both for the audience and for myself, is do a culture roll on bang culture. And
Absolutely.
what are we going into? What are the standards?
Are we too old already?
Are we too old to even be at that show? And is that something we need to think about?
Sure.
I am too old to make this roll. I know nothing of bang culture. I will have to ask an SI or something. What's happening?
I
I
can
have no
also
culture,
roll.
so
God.
don't bother.
Mhm.
I-
Is anyone else
I'm-
making that roll?
I'll make that
Yeah, I
roll.
got-
I
Sure.
don't have
Gotcha.
much in it, but fuck. I guess it's just gonna be a
I got
straight
two.
intellect roll for me.
Who says, yeah, got it. I'm seeing what is Vega gonna make that roll or nope.
Vega's
Okay.
got nothing to contribute to
All
that
right.
role.
So what did you make on your intellect then?
3.
3. Awesome. So yeah, you and Alex kind of put your heads together, do some opnet searches. Now, of course, the best way to find out about Bang culture and all things Bang is to buy and read Beyond Electric Dreams, StoryPath Nexus product,
Mhm.
written by one Scott Kuban, your story guide. But I'll sum it up. So Bang started as a crash era reclamation of a lot of like world heritage and indigenous music merged with a lot of like techno and industrial EDM kind of music, and like that was kind of the big culture movement of the crasher era. But then the current generation got its hand on it and kind of morphed it into this entirely new thing. It's a very collaborative effort. There's groups are known to like collaborate across the opnet as well as in person. It's extremely multimedia. It incorporates all forms of like media, from like audio visual, like sensory based, like dance based, literature, like all these things just sort of like mash up and create these like very dynamic perspectives. To see like a full Bang experience, you pretty much have to either like have a room in your house dedicated to like all sorts of multi-sensory setups, or you go to a Bang club or a rented space that has all of these systems put in place. There's a lot of remix culture involved. Like bang groups will take another bang group's project, put it, pull it apart, put it back together. It's actually Murphy described it as very TikTok like at one point in our previous campaign about this, about like things like going back out into the world and then coming back, having been changed and reflected. And it is everywhere. It is what the kids are doing these days. And you will occasionally get a group that gets really popular, and they'll get picked up by a record label, or just popular enough to be independently wealthy and popular. But it is the culture, it is the youth culture pastime. It is the artistic expression of the youth of the Aeon era, and it takes as many different forms as there are like cultures and communities and individuals. So
it's going to be a good show.
yeah,
at the very
absolutely.
least.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Something that you that Asher would probably be aware of is that there is a very special form of bang called Muzian bang, where the lead divana, the lead bang artist, is a clairsentient, and they use BioWare to filter their own clairsentient visions into the bang experience. It's one of the
Yeah, I'm sure that shit's all over Isra.
I
Like,
mean,
Oh boy.
you remember hearing, as you're sort of remembering what you heard about it when you were back in the order. It apparently was something that the old man didn't foresee, but was just like amazed and surprised at when he found out about it. He was like, I didn't see this coming, and it's awesome. So that is kind of what bang is. And like I said before, anime AOK are a very like kinetic, dance forward, like physical activity, in addition to like light and sound and music and that sort of thing. And so that is kind of the overview of what bang is. But once again, you should read Beyond Electric Dreams on the Storypath Nexus. It's real cheap, and it's not bad.
Shameless plug.
A link in the show notes. But I think that is actually a pretty good place for us to end this chapter of Trinity Continuum and ASIYAH. Thank you guys so much for playing. Thank you out there for watching. If you'd like to support the show and the channel, best way to do it is to go to patreon.com/Simulacra Studios. You can join our Discord, chat with us, get access to Casting Cult if you want to role play with us. But for right now, see you next week, and we'll go to a bang show.